What is up, you guys? It is Jonno here, and I decided I have a couple of new friends that started playing, and there's some kind of like noobish stuff that you should know when you first get started. So I figure I'm gonna go through some of that stuff, post this video for my good friends. Shout out to Max and Ian and Dylan, and let's just say we're going to go through, get some gems, get your first builders, get those extra builders basically. We're going to get some free gems from the achievements and also a couple of things to focus on when you first get started so you can get yourself off to the right track. Okay, so first off, the tutorial that I just had to go through, the way that I did this was I unsynced my Google. I uninstalled the application, then reinstalled the application. I don't think I needed to unsync my Google. I think I just needed to uninstall and reinstall, and then I get a blank thing. And what I do is I just don't reconnect my Google right now, so it doesn't bring me back my layout. And if you guys haven't connected your Google account to this, I highly recommend doing that. It's the best way to make sure that you don't lose your progress, like I would be doing right now if I hadn't synced my Google. Okay, so I'm going to try to move through this quickly so it's not a super long video. As far as upgrades go, don't spend your gems on like gemming troops and stuff like that. Don't do that in the beginning. You may want to do that later on every once in a while. I do that sometimes too when I just really need to get some extra loot fast. But it's actually better to gem your barracks, which for some reason they don't allow me to do right now. But you gem the barracks and it increases the production of troops, which is better than just buying the straight out troops. You'll get way more troops faster that way. So that's the way I prefer to do it. As far as things to upgrade, I recommend building all the collectors you can build and upgrading them as fast as you can, as well as the army camps. Build all that you can build and upgrade them as fast as you can, because basically collectors get you more resources and army camps get you more resources, because the more troops you have, the more resources you're going to be able to get from a raid. So you really want to make sure that you have those army camps upgraded so you can hold more army, and then you want to have those resource collectors upgraded, because basically it's kind of like a numbers game. Like if I get 5,000 per hour, or let's say the real numbers, I get 200 per hour with this, and the top level ones are like thousands per hour. So over the course of days as you play, you're going to earn a lot more resources with these upgraded collectors. So that was a mistake that I made. I thought, oh, those aren't important. I get more resources from the raids, but actually once you get them to the top level, they do bring in a pretty fair amount of resources. I make about 150k resources every night. So that's pretty good money. That's like a battle that I didn't have to do basically to get some free resources. So that's good. You guys want to do those. Upgrade the collectors, upgrade the army camps. Don't upgrade your storages until you absolutely have to. Like if there's something that you need to have enough elixir for and you can't get there, that's when you need to upgrade your storages, because otherwise you're just kind of wasting time upgrading so that you have this capacity that you're never going to use until later. Okay, so upgrade those collectors, upgrade those army camps, and then this is kind of tricky, town hall and clan castle. So your clan castle, you don't need to dig it out. You don't have to dig these out. Once you upgrade it, you will be able to, let's see if I can just gem it. Oh, I need more storages. Okay, so I don't recommend gemming it, but I was just going to try that because I don't care about these gems. But basically, once you upgrade it, you can move it around. So you don't have to unbury it from all this stuff. Just upgrade it, and then you can move it. Okay, so that's pretty easy. You want to do that fast. So, of course, you can get into my clan. And then the town hall is probably the only other thing that you really heavily want to focus on getting upgraded. I recommend going to town hall level 7 as fast as you can. That'll probably take a little while, so I would do the clan hall first and then start working on the town hall. But yeah, you basically want to get that town hall upgraded as you're moving along, and once you get your collectors pretty far upgraded. So these collectors take gold, and then the town hall takes gold. So I would focus on the collectors first, and then go, or actually I'd focus on this, and then the collectors, and then the town hall. But this one takes your elixirs, so you can go ahead and focus on that first, and then get your army camp, I would say. Actually, you could do that in either order. Army camp is really, really, really important, so maybe do that first. Okay, and then for getting free gems, there are a ton of free gems in this game. It doesn't look like much, but they give you gems for just doing easy stuff, like 10 stars on the war map, things like that. So just go ahead and get these gems as fast as you possibly can. Like get your archers, get your obstacles off the map. Once you start raiding, you'll be getting these ones. Um, This one right here, 75 trophies in multiplayer, is only 5 gems, but the one after that is quite a few, and I know that the final star is 450 gems for 1250 trophies. So that is a big one. You can rush through this pretty quickly once you start doing multiplayer and you feel like you've got your stuff, up enough. So where you can do some multiplayer, then you definitely want to do those trophies and get those trophies as high as you can, as quick as you can, so that you can get those gems. 450 gems is a lot of gems. Um, Let's see. Yeah, rebuild that clan castle and start upgrading it. These are all little. It doesn't look like much, but some of them, when you get to the next level, then they start to look a lot better. Okay. Yeah, they all start out pretty low. Let's see. I just saw 250. Yeah, join Crystal League is 250. So that is actually like kind of hard to do. You got to get 2,000 trophies, so you probably won't get there for a while. These ones you won't get there for a while. Um, but yeah, you can get through the goblin maps pretty quickly. Those are easy. I recommend get those goblins. You can get the stars, and you start off with like 6 stars already, so they make that one pretty easy for you. And then go through the goblins again and get the next one. You won't be able to finish the goblin raids all 150 stars. I actually have not even done that yet. It's really hard to do. Some of those final goblin matches are really really hard. So just get as far as you can get. Try and get the second star, whatever it is on here, and then probably call it a day with that one and try for a different one, like upgrading your town hall and upgrading your barracks and all that stuff. So that's that. There's a ton of free gems that you can get, and what you want to do with those gems, don't spend them on anything until you get your builders. Okay, you need 500 for the first one. I think the next one is 750 or 1,000 or something like that. So those are really important. You got to get those builders. I have 4 builders, and I've been playing for maybe almost like 5 months now. And I finally got to the point where I'm not using all of my builders, or they're not busy all the time. So it's going to be a while. I would recommend getting all 4 builders if you can. I don't know if it's possible to get the 5th builder with gems here from the achievements. I know it's possible, but you got to do things like join the Crystal League and get the 1250 trophies and stuff that you're not going to do for a few months probably in game. So just try and get the 1 builder, and then if you can, try and get that next builder, and then so you'll have 4 builders, and then the 5th builder is the one that's like really hard to get. So that would be kind of like a stopping point as far as the builders go. But yeah, that's kind of my intro to the game. That's what you should be focusing on. Get those army camps built, get your collectors upgraded, get your clan castle fixed because it's broken right now, and start upgrading your town hall. And try and get as many gems as possible while you're having that shield. The shield is kind of like it's like it doesn't matter really. I was really obsessed with my shield in the beginning of the game, and I was like, oh my god, I don't want to get attacked. I'm gonna buy more shields because I'm not ready yet. Don't worry about that because trophies don't mean anything, and also it's really just for competitive play amongst your clan to see who's at the top of the clan, and also you get more loot when you're in higher leagues. But that doesn't really matter because the loot bonuses are not that much until you get to Crystal League. So I would just say don't worry about your shield. It's kind of like a safety net that you don't really need. And as soon as you feel like you've got pretty decent army, and you've gotten as far as you can get in the goblin raids, I would say start. Just don't worry about your shield and go out and start trying to raid people and look for farming raids, like the kind of raids where they have all their collectors off to one side and they're not necessarily defended by the defenses. Like this guy can't reach them, so I could just drop like an archer or a goblin over here, and and they would just go to town, and this cannon would never fire a shot at them. So that's the kind of farming ones you want to look for, where you got really, really easy resources. And these collectors, see it's kind of empty in there. You can see that little gray circle right there. So, and this one too, it has the little box right here. Where my mouse is clicking. When you see those full, that's how you can tell, kind of like this is full right now. See, it's overflowing. But if I go and I buy some stuff, it'll be empty. So if I have resources in here and then I collect them, or actually, if I have resources in here, you'll be able to see them, and that when you're farming, that's what you want to look for. These full resource collectors that are just like totally pink. You won't see that little gray circle inside. They'll just be full up with pink, and this will be the little box will be full with gold. And then you know that their storages are full, and just see if you can guess if their defenses are close enough to hit you or not, and then you can just drop your army on those and get in and get out, and you'll lose trophies, and that doesn't matter because they don't matter. So especially in the beginning of the game, just farm, farm, farm. Don't worry about those trophies and get as much resources as you can and upgrade as fast as you can. So that is my kind of long introduction to the game for my personal friends. Welcome to the game, everybody. I'm really happy that you're playing, and we want to get you in our clan as fast as possible. So get your clan castle fixed, and welcome. Thanks for playing, everybody. I think it's really cool that some of my friends are actually online, and my clan will actually have some people that I know in it. So pretty stoked about that. And it would also be cool if everybody likes and subscribes to my videos. All right. Thanks, you guys. Peace.